Is affected by the recent floods in Mamelodi in the city of Tshwane are frustrated with the government. They claim Gauteng Premier David Makhura is not telling them where they should go. They want options instead of having to rebuild their homes in an unsafe area. Meanwhile, the local Baptist church, where some displaced residents have been staying, is being weighed down by the cost of housing them. Let me take you live then to Mamelodi, and ENCA's Lindobuhle Xulu is there and has been spending some time with the residents there. Let me talk to him now. And so, Lindobuhle, last week, in the wake of this whole flooding and also the crisis of power and energy that we were facing, when President Cyril Ramaphosa was meant to go to that area, he ended up not going. But the message that came out clearly from residents there was that they were not willing to go back and build and rebuild their homes in that unsafe area of Mamelodi. Is that still the position? Tell us what their condition is currently.
Well, to us, in fact, that was after some convincing from the Premier himself. What he said was that he is urging all of the residents to remain at the church, and said that no one should come back and build some of these structures. But there are those that have remained behind. But the predicament here, if I can just take you through it quickly, is the fact that even those that are at the church, they've been told to wait there. They said the deadline was 6 days ago on Friday, where the Premier or a delegation sent by the Premier will come back with answers as to where exactly they should be going. But the promise was that Christmas time would not reach before they get an alternative. And unfortunately, at this point in time, they are still waiting for that. In fact, when we got to the church today, got to the community, there was a sense that there is going to be a meeting updating them on what is happening. But that hasn't happened. And in fact, what I'd like to do now, I have a bit of a gentleman here just who are going to respond to the fact that we are still waiting for a response from the Premier. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. But just a matter that we all understood that there would be a meeting at that side. And in fact, when I told you guys earlier this morning when I was headed to the church, you guys didn't follow me. Why is that?
Thanks a lot, sir. All we need to say is that it's quite clear. The reason why we don't go to the church is because the crime scene is here. I'm speaking in a sense that this is not a direct thing. It's metaphorically speaking. The crime scene is here. All those things have happened here. I mean, why must we go there? Why must everything be stationed there, whereas people are here? They're only containing about 132 people, not families. All in all here, there are about 700 families. So if you do the math, it will tell you that there's a lot more people staying behind who are here, that are not getting any help from government or from any donors. The donors that are coming, they're only helping 130-something people, not families. So if you do the math, like I said, you will see that there's a vast difference between who are there and those whom are here.
Yeah, but one of the things, in fact, when we were talking off camera, sorry to cut you off, you guys said that you didn't go to the church because you knew that no one from the Premier's office, including himself, will come and give an answer after they promised to give an answer 6 days ago. Why is that? Why is there a lack of trust towards the Premier?
No, I mean, this is not just towards the Premier, it's towards the government in general. Because, I mean, if you backdate, the President was supposed to come, he never came. I mean, it's expected. It's politics. I mean, like we keep telling them, don't make politics about politics. Make politics about people. If you say you'll come, come. Come and help people. That's what we are fighting for. Right now, we are saying that there are people who are in a disaster. They have not been helped. I mean, you can imagine how many families still remain here. They're pulling through the little that they can, the little that we can do as leadership as well. We try to do that. Understand? We've got kids, you can see. They're still playing here. They're still doing everything here. Their life is still here. But I mean, life must propel at the end of the day. So, but now, if you're the government that promised you things and then they say, no, we'll come back to you, we'll do this, we'll do that, and they don't do that, I mean, what becomes of tomorrow? But come elections, they'll come here, they'll tell us all these things. And you know what we'll do to them? We'll treat them with the same discipline they've given us.
But the other message was the fact that this is an unsafe area and that everyone should move out of this area. Why are we seeing residents rebuilding? Why are we seeing them staying put here?
Okay, reason why people are still rebuilding is because, I mean, this is not an unsafe area. I mean, sometimes we must tell people the truth. Rain could not do what has happened here. That is the reality. They don't want to tell you the truth. The reason why is because it will end up with them, the responsibility, because in other areas there are people who died, by the way. So now they must understand that the reason why all these things happen, it didn't happen here. It happened in Centurion, it happened in Mpumalanga, everywhere where it happened, there were fatalities, so to speak. But here, luckily, there were no fatalities. But what we are saying is that this is not a natural disaster. This is a man-made disaster.
Does it?
You understand? It's not something that you say that the rain did this. The rain cannot flow at 100 kilometers. When you open the reservoirs or the dams, so to speak, they will flow at that speed because they're piled. Don't tell us that the dams are 40% that low. That is a lie. Accept that what you have done is wrong and don't continue doing it. Because next time when you do it, I'm telling you, you won't like the result.
Okay. Just as the last one from you, Khotmane, I know we've been speaking about this, but what is it that residents want? What is it that will make residents move away from here?
No, the residents, they can move here, even if they can just give us the permanent place where we know I can't just go to the squatter if I am from the squatter. The place that I know that is the permanent place is the place that I can go, and it's supposed to be around Mamelodi. I don't know where. It's something that the resident can move. Not to say the resident they don't want to move here. The resident can move here. Yeah.
So all he's saying is that really we don't want to move from a squatter camp to a squatter camp. All we want is that if you move us here, move us there permanently, because you'll move us and then you'll put us there. Say just stay here temporarily and then you will come back. And we know our government never comes back. So all we are saying is that if you move us here, we are willing to move, but just give us permanent places and take care of our kids here. And I'm pleading, sorry to say, I know we're out of time. Sorry to say, we are pleading with all the donors. Come quickly, come help your children here, come help your fellow South Africans here. We are here, we are struggling, please come help us.
All right, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
We will continue the conversation offline, but in the interest of time, there are those comments that are made by the residents, but one particular thing is that it's not just the Premier. They don't have confidence in the government, and they are pleading that there be some sort of intervention, particularly at this particular area where the disaster hit.
Yeah. ENCA's Lindogo Hlekulu holding court there under a tree out there in Mamelodi and delving into the issues of the day, particularly as they affect that community that was hit by those floods and their safety and in as far as rebuilding their homes.